Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts.
All right, begin by removing your oil cap so that you can remove your cover from the top of your engine, and then reinstall your oil cap so that nothing falls down in there. Next, we'll pop off the connector to the mass airflow sensor, pull out the little yellow lock, and then push down on the tab, and you can wiggle it loose. And then we'll come over to this air filter box. There's a tab here on the back and a tab here on the side that you want to push away from the box itself, and that will release the top from the box. Next, up at the intake manifold, you'll find a clamp that you'll have to remove with a flat-tipped screwdriver. You don't have to actually remove it all the way, you just have to loosen it up so that it releases its grip on the intake manifold. After that, you'll have a rubber hose right here, which you'll slide right off. And then you should be able to wiggle the whole plastic intake right off the car. Before pulling your serpentine belt off, you always want to make a diagram if there's not one on the car. In our case, there's not, so we drew one on a piece of paper to reference for when we're reinstalling. So to take the belt off, you'll want to start by putting a 1/2-inch ratchet and extension into the tensioner, like so. And you can pull up on the passenger side, and at that point it'll loosen the belt enough where you can slide it off of the crankshaft and the rest of the components. You have to turn the belt sideways to get it out from behind the tensioner. Other than that, it pops off the alternator pretty easily, and the water pump, and the power steering and AC. All right, to put your serpentine belt back on, you're gonna wanna flip it around backwards, opposite of the way you'd think it would go on, and slide it up behind the tensioner that's on the front of the engine. Once it's there, you can wrap it around your harmonic balancer, and then around your air conditioning compressor, up over your power steering pump, over your water pump, and over to your alternator. Then you're going to need your 1/2-inch drive ratchet and extension to put in your tensioner. And while pulling up on the ratchet, you can loop the serpentine belt over the alternator. And then you release the tension, and your serpentine belt is on. Place your intake hose back on the intake manifold like that. And then over here, you're gonna see 3 tabs which hook into the lower part of the intake box. Once they're hooked in, you just push straight down and it locks into place. Over here, you have your rubber hose, which you'll wanna push into place. And then there's the mass airflow sensor wire. Right here, ours just fell down below, so you'll have to kind of dig for it, but it snaps right into place, and then you gotta push your lock tab in. Back of the intake, we have the clamp that we had released earlier. So we're gonna tighten that up with a flat tip screwdriver. The cover will go back on, and you just have to pull the oil filler cap off to get the cover back on. And the oil filler cap holds the cover right back into place.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1aauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.